It's Independence Day, and we're lucky to have stumbled on the world rapper man. He does a lot of charity work, a lot of running on behalf of distressed persons. And today, the first time we were with him was during the Access Bank Marathon, and we're lucky to have stumbled on him today. And he's carrying the Nigerian flag. Let's get to meet him now.
Good afternoon, people. Adjarhor D, Obaro, world rapper man.
Yes, first let's talk about, before we go into what you're doing very recently. Tomorrow it's Nigerian's 57th independence. Do you have anything special to say concerning that?
Like I tell people, I celebrate Nigeria every day. I have breath in me, especially anytime I run, because anytime I run, I carry the Nigerian flag. I always lift the flag up because I believe in this flag. And it's another assurance to everybody out there, no matter what Nigeria is passing through, keep hope alive. Hope alive. Tomorrow I'll be running as part of my work support to the Benue flood victim. 5-kilometer charity run, hashtag I stand with the Benue flood victim, and hashtag buy some step. We'll be running all the way from Dosumu Street to Adjarhor House at Butimeta Railway Yard, where I'll be speaking with some other people in an event tomorrow. So if you're out there, you want to join us, you come out and do some running with us.
That should be a very wonderful way of celebrating our 57th birthday, because we remember those in distress. What we all know is about the hurricane in Houston and all that, and now the hurricane that has happened to Puerto Rico. Nobody's talking about the Benue flood victims. It's good you are picking it up on a day like this, and especially when we are celebrating our 57th birthday.
As a matter of fact, we have been on this for some time in collaboration with some NGOs in Makurdi. I stand with the Better Benue You Deserve, and an affiliated group with CESO. We've been on since the flood came. I just came back from Makurdi some days ago, and I'll be running all the way from Lagos to Makurdi very soon. And every day I walk, every day I run, I'm clocking steps. And I always encourage, and I'm telling Nigerians, my running makes no sense if it's not translated into funds. And all funds we are gathering goes straight to the Benue flood victims. None comes to World Rapper Man. And it's not new, or is what I've been doing. And as long as God gives me the grace and power to do it, I'll keep doing what I'm doing. It's not for fun, it's for just to satisfy mankind. And as long as God is doing what He's doing through World Rapper Man, I'll keep reaching out to as many people as I can with this brand.
Now, you've become a brand, especially because of the rapper. And whenever we see the rapper, we remember Okotiebo, the great Okotiebo. I think he was one-time Minister of Finance. First Minister of Finance. Any relationship, since you have taken the rapper as your own brand also?
First time I'm saying this. I'm not dropping names. He's my uncle from Orogun. And the day my father told me, I was surprised. I was like, how do you know his uncle? I respect him so much. I never met him. And I saw pictures of him in London and some other places. And I was like, as a young man, I was like, I'm going to beat this man's record someday. And uncle, wherever you are, that's history now. To the glory of God, since 2003, I registered with the Guinness World Record, which they refused to publish. The longest rapper in the world, 37 yards. And I gave that to the NTDC in Abuja. And I'm the only man in the world, by the grace of God, that runs marathon long distance race, dressed with a Nigerian traditional attire like this, Prado Robo, 23 yards rapper, 18 yards rapper. I set a new world record in January this year when we ran, I with one co-runner, Hafiz Akande, we ran to support education from Lagos to Delta State, 550 kilometers plus, 12 days. I ran with a 24 yards rapper. That was the first time anybody was doing that with all the weights I was carrying. And big things are coming. I always tell people, don't stop dreaming. Keep dreaming. Keep dreaming. But there's time for dreaming and there's time for actualization.
So now you're in the time for actualization.
This is actualization time. And that's why I tell people too, if you care to listen, Majek Fashek sang a song, independent but still dependent. Nigeria should stop being dependent. Tomorrow will be another year added to our independence. We should begin to think deep. We should stop talking. We should keep acting. We should keep practicalizing. No matter how little, every step and every effort we put to progress will go a long way. When we started what we're doing many years ago, people said it will not fly. Nobody can run with load. Marathon, long distance race, and it's not like sprint, or it's not what you run with load. You run as light as possible. But to the glory of God, we've turned things around, not by our power. I want to say this again. To the glory of God, the first time last year in the world, Nigeria hosted, many people didn't know this, Nigeria hosted the first Rapperman Challenge, where everybody ran with rapper, over 150 people, including His Royal Majesty, King Richard Okorofi, the Ovio of Agbaroto, ran with us in Agbaroto. And come December 2nd this year, we'll be having the second edition. And it's going to be fun. And our hope is that soon it will turn to an international event where we invite people to come and run, just like the tomato event in Barcelona, you know. Yeah. I mean, we should learn to put effort and time to anything original. Up to now, I still beg people to come on board what I'm doing. Yeah, I mean, you just thank God for you. You stop to do what you're doing now. I didn't pay you. People want me to pay them to interview me and carry my story. I'm a charity runner, for God's sake. I don't make money from the charity I do. You can check anywhere. And most of the charity work I do are not publicized. I don't have any registered NGO. My NGO is God, and I do what He calls me to do. The $1 million we're talking about today, the idea came from nowhere. God just gave me the idea, and I thought it was for personal use. You know, I was happy that I was going to raise $1 million, and I went online to say, how can people assist me to raise $1 million? Ideas started coming, and the idea just came, you know what, let's raise some steps. Benue was not in this picture. But 2 years ago, 2015, when I ran from Lagos to Abuja, a journalist from Benue interviewed me. You see, God plans things before time. And that journalist asked me a question, would you run with a Benue rapper if we give you the rapper to run one day? And I said, yes. And 2017, the flood came.
You are not called Urubu Rapper Man. You are called Rapper Man. So
rapper man.
Any rapper.
Anywhere in the world. You see, that's why you must... I have chosen my course. Outside Nigeria, nobody know me as Robo. They know me as Nigerian, because I always write on my brands, I am Nigerian, proudly Nigerian. But you know, when you're running for a cause, or when you're championing something, and people who you expect to value what you're doing are the ones dragging you down, it becomes difficult to run the race. But anyway, I've chosen to swim against the tide. I'm a disruptive thinker, and it's my cause. I'm not afraid to do what I'm doing.
It's nice talking to you.
Nice talking to you, sir.
Joaquin Dada for Ascent TV.